MiPA have always had pretty much a two-pronged strategy to getting rhythmic customers, and this week in MiTV I'm going to talk about it, and it's actually an unsexy strategy for a lot of businesses, but it's the one that has made us the most money. Hello, it's Emma here and welcome to episode 238 of MiTV. And MiTV exists because MiPA helps, we help business owners who are in that messy middle of going from solopreneur all the way through to thriving, ambitious business with people around them who can help them get out of the weeds and focus on the things that they love to do. And this week is, I feel like my last week's episode about the hourly rate, like I'm going back to basics a little bit, but the basics for me are what make amazing businesses. Because it's like those foundations, and you can try and test and tweak other things, but I think a lot of business owners forget to keep the foundations. They'll do something that works well, then stop it and then do something else and then change something else, but you need to keep the thing that works well and just keep adding and layering on. So there's two things that go side by side that have without doubt made us the most money and made us, as Daniel Priestley would call it, oversubscribed every week. So our services are booked out at any one time for a certain, it might be 2 weeks, sometimes it might be 8 weeks other times, but we've always got a flow coming in. We know that we have a certain lead time out of work that's definitely planned in and programmed, and new customers that are ready to start. And honestly, there's two things that do that. And number one, and no matter whether I started another business, another service, whatever I did going forwards, my first part wouldn't be to try Facebook ads or do some advertising or whatever it might, like all the different marketing techniques you can try. The one thing that has served us so amazingly well at MiPA is building and maintaining an email list. And before you switch off and go, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I know that. No, but like, honestly, it's the one thing you can control. It's the one piece of information you have to contact your client. You know, when you build ultimately businesses on other people's land, like YouTube, like Instagram, social media, the algorithms change, that, you know, all of these things that can change and can impact your business. But when you have somebody's email, or similarly if you have somebody's number and you can like text, WhatsApp, call them, but mainly the email. I know there's been so much talk about, oh, email's dead, or like it's really hard to get attention. Actually, I don't think email was ever dead. Our open rates of emails can vary from week to week, but ultimately it's the one thing that gets us in front of people and people consume our content by. And the bigger we've grown our list, it's probably like 25,000 now, the bigger we've grown our list, the more consistent our lead referrals have been. But before you switch off, growing the list on its own wasn't the only thing. So the growing of the list is super important. The follow-up that we run, that I talk about so much, which is weekly, monthly, extremely consistent. If you ever come into our sphere that you're interested in our services, you are being followed up. That is never dropping. You are never not hearing from us again, unless you say, I'm definitely not buying. So with our email list and with our follow-up, and with of which obviously is a new service now, we do this for customers every single day. We follow up their leads so that they don't get cold. The piece in the middle, which most businesses miss, is this right now, and it's MiTV, and it's not just about video, it's about communicating with the people in your sphere weekly. And it honestly blows me away, the amount of businesses, and whether they're like big businesses, local businesses, people I meet at groups that I'm in at the EC or Dent or wherever, people that I've met, and we've talked about their service, or I've shown an interest, or we've talked about it, and they have never ever marketed or communicated to me ever again. And this is the really great thing about business, because I reckon 2 or 3% of businesses that I interact with, I hear from them again in my inbox. And this is why you just put a little bit of effort in it. It reaps so many rewards, because people just don't do the work necessary. They would rather go on a course or try something new or learn a new skill because it feels sexier and busier, when actually us consistently growing up, and like honestly, I just can't say this enough, like this is what has built MiPA, our email list, our consistent follow-up. And the bit in the middle is the consistent communication, because it positions me as the expert, that we know what we're doing, that we're in this space, that we're dominating the space, that we're giving value, we're giving content. And MiTV is never about selling. But the three things together, I said a two-pronged approach, but I guess ultimately there is three parts here that are like our trifecta of knowing that our phones keep ringing, referrals keep coming, and people keep popping inquiries through the website, because we grow the list, we communicate it to a really regular, and we don't sell. And then on the back end we have weekly regular follow-up. And like those three things aren't difficult. Like they're not about learning how to do Facebook ads, or what picture's best, or what text to write, or how to lower your cost per click. Like those three things are not difficult at all to grow your list, to just write weekly email. I'm not talking about getting on video, just to write weekly emails and to provide content. And then when you have somebody in the sphere that's interested, having somebody that can make friends with them, help them, have friendly conversations, to ring them on a weekly or monthly basis. That is my PA success in a nutshell. And so I just wanted to chat to you about, like, they're so fundamental and basic that I think they get overlooked. But honestly, if you just look in your, like, think back over the past week from businesses you've inquired with, who actually actively keeps reminding you that they're there, because as soon as you do that, you are going to win. And so I hope today's episode 238 gets your head out of the dirt into the cloud and makes you think about, like, please, you know, if you're watching this today on a Wednesday, book in 90 minutes on Friday to go, what am I doing to grow my list? And the thing that triggered it originally, just to add on another minute to this episode, is that we have so many clients who come on board that want leads followed up, and they don't have a CRM. And if you don't have a CRM, it's not the end of the world, but if they're not logging emails anywhere, they're not collecting together the people that have shown an interest, they're just they're responding to it, phoning them once, and then it's just getting lost in an inbox. You must have a place where all these emails sit. Like, this is so valuable. It's valuable in your business. Your list is really valuable. If you don't have a CRM, like these three things together, it's not difficult. It takes a little bit of thought, like most good things do in life, but this is what has helped us win. So I hope this helps, and I will see you next week for episode 239. See you then. Bye-bye.